Hey everyone, hope everybody can hear me okay. Welcome to SEO Art Class, and I'm going to continue working on the Mount Fuji panel. I do have two other previous live streams from just the soldering and getting everything ready to continue to solder, and then also from earlier projects, and you can check those out on the playlist. With that, we'll go ahead and switch over to the overhead and go ahead and get started. So again, we're going to continue watching or continue watching, continue soldering on the this panel. We're on the back side right now, and then we're going to try and get this finished up, and then flip it over, and then get it and start on the front side with the final bead solder. Appreciate people coming in, checking out the channel, and checking out what's going on in SCO Art Glass. I will do my best to keep an eye on the chat and answer any questions you may have during this stream. I try to just go live when I'm working just so that I can share with others what I'm doing. Makes things a little bit easier. Editing videos does take a little bit longer time, but I will be putting out a full video on this particular project and other projects that I'll be doing. Looks like we had one chat in there, and Miss Cynthia Caldwell stated that she enjoys stained glass and watching others create such beautiful mediums. Yes, it is a beautiful medium. I enjoy it myself, and likes to mix mediums as well, which is some of the other projects that I'm working on and ideas that I'm floating around and testing right now. Like there's a pretty good delay right now between the broadcast and what I'm actually seeing, but that's okay. Um, I can respond pretty quickly. Any questions? Oh, thank you. Um, I hope so. This has been a personal project for a while, going on about 4 years now. I've just had to put it up, take it out and put it up, take it out and put it up over and over again. But I'm getting close to it being finished now, so I'm gonna get it and then put a zinc frame around it and then put it inside of a wooden frame. I got some overflow from the front side on this one. Got melted down and looking okay. I plan to go for about an hour today, and then hopefully we'll make way in that hour. Cynthia, how long have you been doing stained glass or try to keep it conversations going somewhat? It's over a year. Oh, okay. Have you taken several classes, or are you just trying to self-teach yourself on YouTube or through watching others? Me personally, I've never had any formal classes, so I'm actually self-taught from YouTube as well. Got a couple people in, it looks like. Oh, Lady Fifth and Amy. Oh, perfect. It's great. I'm actually about 8 years, about 9 years from retirement myself. So um, I'm hoping to continue to do this in retirement. So keep myself busy. Some of this is because the pieces have sat for so long, have a little bit hard time taking some solder up. But once you get enough heat on it and the flux is there, that it will eventually take it. I've had some pieces where I've uh, they've tarnished or oxidated on the copper foil for so long that you had to take a scrubby to it just to get the oxidation off and for it to even attempt to stick. So I've seen some people after they foil their pieces, they put them in Ziploc bags just to minimize the oxidation onto the copper foil if they think it's going to be sitting for a little bit. Me time now, yes. You got to have the me time. Ah, yes. Yeah, our kids are growing up as well, um, but they live close by, so I get to see. And just, I got a grandbaby uh, that's 18 months now, so we get to see the grandbaby during the week, and really happy about that. And of course, we spoil her. That's what grandparents are for. Guess many people will probably be watching the Super Bowl today. Well, I hope you will have some grandkids. And that's if, your children, you know. In some of these bigger areas where I have a little bit of some gaps, they tend to heat up, and then you don't, if you're not careful, um, they'll have a blowout underneath, you know, then you'll have to clean that up when you come back on the other side. Guess I can put a little bit of background music. If this is too loud, let me know, or if it's just right. Sometimes I can't hear appropriately. Yeah, pink. The reds are, you know, expensive. When what they call a hot color, I think it's the way that they, you know, categorize them in a sense. Um, yeah, they tend to be a lot. So um, this this one I got lucky and found some on discount for these cherry blossoms. So I bought it while I could. Of like that. I had gone over to uh, somewhere in Illinois um, to an October sale that a place was having, and found some, and was elated that I was able to find some at, well, the cost that I paid for it at that point. Right, volume's great. Thank you. Have you seen some of my earlier videos on how I did the cherry blossoms? Um, that one decided not to stick too well. Red is so comfort, but pink would be more maybe. Well, no, pink is a little bit. I think it's in the mix of how they have to mix it. Red can be cheaper um, than pink, um, from what I've seen. You're right on that. But I guess it really depends on where you're buying it from too. So I try to support some small stores that offer shipping, but then also I buy for some larger um, online stores. Um, Now I do have Kokomo glass. Uh, that's about a 2 hour drive for me to get to the where they produce Kokomo glass here in Indiana. But don't get to get up there too often, and so I usually um, will sometimes just order some from them, and then I'll order some from some of these from some smaller retail areas and shops. Yeah, so the cherry blossoms I did. I don't know if you're familiar with copper foil overlay technique, um, and so that way, that's why right now on the back side, you see just one solid piece of glass, but on the front side, there's copper foil that's kind of making up the blossom petals. So when I get to that, you'll see that more as I get back up over to the front side um, in this one. I like using that technique. Um, Some small pieces are just uh, such pain for me. So uh, I have a tendency to use that technique when I can, especially not so much on sun catchers or anything else like that, but on panels like this that are going to be hung on a wall where you rarely will probably see the backside. Um, that's kind of a good way to, really cut down on your work time of cutting and foiling and things of that sort. Come back over that one here in a little bit. Frederick, Maryland. Anything in stained glass? Yes, I've bought from them as well. Uh, Sun catchers and small panels. Yeah, haven't worked with fused glass myself. Um, I would find it kind of interesting to do. I don't have access to a kiln, so I think eventually, I mean, I've heard of a place where I'm at locally that you can rent kill time. Uh, so that may be an option later on if I ever get up the courage to go, okay, let me try some fused glass. Ah, okay. So you probably have access to a lot more supplies and areas to get. Yeah, anything of stained glass is I've used them a couple times. They're on my supplier list. Them, I've also used D&L, and then that's the other one that I've used. I've used Delphi once, um, but I did find some of their prices a little high. Um, Rainbow Art Glass is another one uh, that I have used as well. Um, now I found another one uh, that I found their prices are really reasonable. Um, and called FW Art Glass. Um, so I'm going to give them a try as well. You know, share the spread the wealth, I guess. With some of the art supply stores that support stained glass. Ah, that's nice. We got one at this senior center that you could access and use. That's great. Yeah, I do move around on my project just because of heat. Um, try not to get one area too hot. That's when you can start having cracks in your glass projects, and you spend all this time, and then you get a crack in one of your pieces, and you're like, oh no, I've had that happen. And it's not fun to try and repair when you're that far along into it. Yeah. Oh, that's no problem. I try and share information to anyone. I'm not favored onto one. I just, like with most artists, you try and go where the good prices are, who's having a sale, uh, and find your glass that way. Most of these places carry all the major glass manufacturers, so uh, that's the use quality glass in your artwork, and but yet you gotta try and find it at the best price, and then you're able to pass that on to your customers as well if you do this for a living. I mean, I do this as just a side to my regular job, but I enjoy it, and I've got a commission coming up that I'm going to be doing, so and I'll share that on the channel as well. Just a small ornament uh, type sun catcher in a sense, but it'll be hanging on a desk stand. So interesting, interesting little project, and I'm thankful for those who come and request these commissions. That's how I kind of keep things going and able to have content for the channel. Um, I, as far as the copper foil, the so Amsco, I've got some on my website that I use. Um, and I've found it to be I've used Studio Pro, but I don't like it so much. Um, just for the fact that it tends to uh, the stickiness is not as good or adhere to the glass as well. Um, but the other stuff that I carry um, on my website is the Edco. Um, I've used it and I've been pleased with it, uh, pretty much. And then Artemis has some, but they actually carry that scallop, uh, copper foil, so that you can have some decorative foiling around. So like I didn't uh, flex over here. Yeah, let me do some flexing here. This will allow me to move around on the project a little bit more. The flux I am using is this Milkoroid paste flux, and it's worked out well for me. Stays where you put it. I don't so much like the liquid flux. Now this can be a little bit harder to get off because it is paste, but not too much more. As long as you're use some Dawn or Simple Green or something like that, that will help cut away oil base type things. Ruby clutch. Is it a paste or? Oh wait, is that the Ruby clutch? Ruby clutch. No, that's Tiger Eye gel flux from the Amaray company. That's the type of solder I use. I use Amaray solder. Have been really pleased with it. So it's not the high-end Canfield, but it's liquid. Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, appreciate you coming in. Um, I'll be again doing more lives at certain times. So it's normally the weekends is when I will do them. So but appreciate you coming in and spending some time with me. You too, Cynthia. Thank you for coming in. Project's coming along well here, and we're getting close to getting it to be able to turn back over to the front side. Only get the weekend pretty much to work on it. And I will do it with you. If you're looking for supplies, you can check out my website. I got linked to some affiliates via Amazon that you can buy supplies through. If you're interested in any commissions or existing artwork, you can check out the Art Glass Shop. I will be doing more drops this year. That's my goal, is to do more individual art drops. So if you want to know when those are happening, be sure to subscribe to the email list, and I will send something out um, when I'll be dropping new works onto the site. I will not spam your account. Only do the newsletter in a sense every so often. So, and I don't sell nobody's information either. So. Well, seems like my camera went off for some reason. There it is. It came back. We okay? Yep. It looks like we're okay now. Apologize for that. Don't know what happened there. Seems like that area is not lighting the fodder too much. Apologize. Looks like there was some issues with some connection, so I apologize. Um, Hopefully we won't experience too bad of a buffer on that. We're making some progress. I'm happy. You can check out some other videos I have on this particular project or any of the other projects that I've done uh, through the content library. Um, we'll be bringing more content of a upcoming commission that I'll be doing, and then some of the things that I've been experimenting with, um, mixing some mediums and uh, some type of other art uh, that will, I'm hoping will be a little bit different, um, and find it interesting. So those will be coming up soon as I get these commissions done. I've been limiting myself to what I can work on until I get this piece done. So that way it doesn't linger any longer. Um, and I can get it hung up on my wall and call it complete. Again, I won't go all the way out to the edge because I'll be putting a zinc border on this. So got to check some of these areas where I had to take off and let it cool down a little bit. Got some of these such small areas here. if you're watching the video after the broadcast, if you have any questions on anything I'm doing, please leave those in the comments section, and I do respond to comments. So I'll be more than happy trying to answer what I can. Uh, all right, it looks like we're going to be wrapping up here in the next 10 minutes. And got quite a bit. And if I get more time to come online, I will. If not, then I will be recording. Anytime I get onto this project, I record. So I'll be making a full video later on this particular project. So if you miss out on the live streams, you can catch it up on the rewatch or see the whole project uh, in a video that I'll be producing later. So, but for those who did come in, I appreciate it. Um, and I'm always grateful for those subscribe to the channel and follow and on my social media accounts. It just helps me see what people are interested in, and then also what content that people may like on the channel as well. I enjoy doing this. It's my outlet. So if you got anything in particular you're interested to see on the channel, you can leave those in the comments section. I do make note of those and try and follow up with content related to those type requests. All right, get a little numb in my hand here, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. Um, Again, you can check out the, the channel and the videos that currently in the playlist and catch up on this particular project or any other project that I've done. Again, I want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel. The channel has grown since I came back, and I just really appreciate it. Um, and then again, as I move forward in my path of stained glass and doing projects, if you have content you would like to see on the channel, please leave those in the comment section. I greatly appreciate it. It will just help me deliver the content that you would like to see on the channel. With that, take care and be sure to check out any other videos on the channel. Have a good evening.